These include attacks on merchant shipping, where Indian nationals often constitute a large proportion of the crews. We have sadly already lost 2 Indian mariners and 1 remains missing in such incidents. I know that the House joins me in condoling their deaths. Honorable Chairman, sir, Government has been assessing the situation in West Asia continuously since the 12-day war in June 2025. We noted the indications of growing tension and cautioned the Indian community in Iran accordingly. On 5 January 2026, Indian nationals were advised by the Ministry of External Affairs to avoid non-essential travel to Iran. Those already resident there were urged to register with the embassy, exercise due caution, and monitor the embassy website and social media handles. A second advisory was issued on 14 January, reiterating this advice to avoid travel in even stronger terms. The Directorate General of Shipping, Mumbai, in parallel, issued its own advisory on 14 January for Indian seafarers, asking them to follow embassy advisories and avoid unnecessary movement ashore. Recruitment and shipping companies were asked not to deploy or send Indian seafarers to Iran. Sir, reflecting our assessment of the evolving situation, the Indian Embassy in Tehran issued another advisory on 14 February, urging Indian nationals, including students, pilgrims, business persons and tourists, to leave Iran by all available means of transport, including commercial flights. They were asked to contact the embassy for any assistance and provided with 24/7 helplines. This was again reiterated in strong terms through another advisory on 23 February. Some heeded these advisories and have left the country. However, many others have disregarded them and remain in Iran. We are also in touch with our fishermen who operate out of Iran. This was the situation till 28 February 2020. Once the conflict commenced, the Indian Embassy has facilitated the relocation of several Indian students in Tehran to places outside Tehran. An advisory update with emergency contact helplines was issued on 3 March. Similarly, facilitation was extended to pilgrims for their internal movement. Indian nationals who were in Iran for business reasons were assisted to cross over to Armenia and return home. The embassy in Tehran remains fully operational, in fact, on the highest alert. They are totally committed to supporting the Indian community in this difficult moment and in assisting Indian nationals who may wish to cross international borders. Where seafarers are concerned, the Directorate General of Shipping, through an order of 2nd March, has constituted a quick response team for immediate response, coordination and support functions. This team will function on a 24/7 basis. Honorable Chairman, sir, I would like to inform the House through you that every Indian embassy in the region has similarly issued advisories. The embassy in Israel did so on 28th February and 1 March, UAE on 28th February and 5 March, Bahrain on 28th February, Qatar on 28th February, Kuwait on 28th February and 5th March, and Saudi Arabia on 20th February and 8th March, Oman on 20th February, Iraq on 20th February and 5th March. MEA has set up a dedicated special control room to monitor the situation and respond to queries from those.
I will come back to let him complete his statement. Let him complete his statement. You are not allowing him to make the statement. That is not correct. Gargaji, that is not correct. I allowed you to speak. Let him complete the statement. I will come back to you. Let him complete the statement. Please.
The MEA's latest update on this was issued on 7th of March. Honorable Chairman, sir, our diplomats have also worked hard to assist stranded transit passengers in hubs like Dubai, Doha and Abu Dhabi. They have facilitated international border crossings for Indian nationals, including from UAE to Oman and from Qatar, Kuwait and Bahrain to Saudi Arabia. Wherever there has been a partial opening of airspace, we have approved and undertaken commercial flights, including non-scheduled flights, to enable the return of Indian passengers. Our estimate is that as of yesterday, almost 67,000 of our nationals have done so. Sir, I also saw, today I was informed of a handout information put out by the Ministry of Civil Aviation, and this tells us of the efforts government is making. Yesterday there were 15 inbound flights operated by Indian carriers which arrived in India, on the 7th. On the 8th there were 49 flights and on the 9th there are 50 flights. So I want to assure the House that every effort is being made that those who are stuck in the region, those who are transit passengers who are there, those who need to come back urgently from this region, we are making every effort for them to do so. Chairman, sir, throughout this period, government maintained close contact with relevant countries. Honorable Prime Minister himself has spoken to the President of UAE, the Amir of Qatar, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, the Crown Prince of Kuwait, the King of Bahrain, the Sultan of Oman, the King of Jordan, and the Prime Minister of Israel. In each case, we received assurances that the well-being of the Indian community would be a priority for the host government. I have similarly been in close touch with my counterparts in these countries. Insofar as the United States is concerned, we have maintained regular contacts through diplomatic channels. While attempts have been made, contacts with Iran at the leadership level are obviously difficult at this time. I have, however, spoken to Foreign Minister Arakchi on 20th February.